Hey everybody, this is Alan Weber from the Mayor's Office on a Friday morning. Thanks for joining us. Take two of my regular webcast to talk with you about how things are going in our city. And we'll start with COVID-19 and with the stern admonition we got from the governor yesterday in her regular press conference. The numbers are all trending in the wrong way. The data are saying that the spread of COVID-19 across the state of New Mexico, including in Santa Fe County, is really reaching dangerous levels. She used the words uncontrollable spread, and we need to be on this problem. If you go back to what worked when we were first alerted to COVID-19, we were all very, very focused. We were all very disciplined. We all knew this could be a life-threatening virus. And so we all did the right thing, and we stuck with it, and we were focused, and we were disciplined. We wore face masks. We asked our family members to wear face masks. We practiced social distancing. Before we left home, we washed our hands, used hand sanitizer. When we got home, we washed our hands and used hand sanitizer. We didn't run trips we didn't need to take. There's a direct correlation shown by public health experts between how many miles we travel in our community and how far and how fast COVID spreads. So with the numbers trending in the wrong direction, we've got to get back to being at the business of stopping COVID-19 from spreading. I'm sure we all know what happens if we don't stop the spread. First of all, we have an even worse public health crisis. We have people we love and care about coming down with this disease. We have people potentially dying from this disease. We have damage to people who are suffering from this disease. And then, of course, there are the economic impacts. We'll have to see things close back down. We'll end up with people losing their paychecks. We'll end up with things that we've been able to open going back under the mothballs of having to be shut down because of COVID-19. It's in our hands. It's really up to us. I know I've been getting emails from folks who are saying, what's the government going to do to protect us? The answer is the government at the level of the state is tracking the numbers. They're identifying the spread. They've got the geography of the spread. They've got the data of the spread. But we know what works, and it's when we take personal responsibility to stop the spread. When we do the right thing, the spread goes down. When we wear face masks, wash our hands, practice social distancing, reduce trips as much as possible, then we're safe, then we can be open, then we can stay together. That's the situation. I'm sure every day next week we'll be looking at those numbers with great concern. Let's get the trend going back in the right direction. We've had several days this last week with numbers like 31 new cases in Santa Fe County, 19, 20, 21 new cases. We've got to get it back down to 4 or 5 new cases. The only way to do that is for each of us to take our share of the responsibility to wear a face mask, use hand sanitizer, practice social distancing, reduce the trips, take care of each other, be very, very sensitive that the spread of COVID-19 is back on the rise in very dangerous ways. A few other things are going on. There's some exciting news, there's some good news, there's some things that are happening that you need to be aware of. Last night, I was able to give a very subdued and different kind of State of the City speech. I've really never given a speech just through a Zoom call before. It's like looking into a computer and giving a speech. Not a lot of applause lines, not a lot of audience participation, but it's an important thing for you to know from me to you how we're doing as a city. If you want to watch that State of the City speech, it was recorded. It's available, YouTube, City of Santa Fe. Other thing you should know about is a 2020 list of accomplishments compiled by our department heads to report to you what has happened on your behalf because of the hard work of the women and the men who work for you every single day at the city of Santa Fe. The list is not complete, but it is very impressive. About 142 separate items of all the work that's gone on in the course of a year that has been unlike any year in all of our lives. A remarkable set of accomplishments to help you with things that we all care about, things like picking up trash, fixing potholes, issuing building permits, growing the economy, producing more jobs, building more houses. It's all listed in this document. It's on the city's website. You can find it. You can take a look. I'm impressed by just how much has gotten done. So much of the time, rightly so, we're focused on COVID-19. But the city hasn't shut down. It just has continued to work at the day-to-day effort to deliver essential, important, basic services to everyone in our community. So if you want to be impressed with what a great team is working for you on your behalf every single day, that list is now on the city's website. Another sign of how creative this city team is. We're trying to stay safe. We're trying to continue to be open. Here is an effort produced by our Economic Development and Tourism Department that I think can be a lot of fun. It's Santa Fe Retail Bingo. And you can pick up a card at a variety of participating locations. You can go to santafe.org/bingo, find out how to play. You can win prizes by going to the locations identified on this bingo card. Who doesn't like playing bingo? Who doesn't like winning prizes? So shop at a participating local business if it's one of the ones that's participating, and we want to get more and more local businesses to participate. They'll have a stamp. You don't even have to absolutely buy anything. You just have to go stop in the store. Shop at a local pet store. Get a stamp. Visit, make an appointment at a local spa or wellness boutique. If you get bingo, you send in your bingo card. You are in the hopper to win a prize. And we'll continue this game going forward. It's going to be fun. Obviously, when you go to these stores, these shops, these retailers, you've got to wear your face mask. You've got to practice social distancing. We'll be adding new opportunities to the bingo card, but it's up and running right now. So if you see a sign like this, or you're interested in participating, if you're a retailer, you don't know about it, and you want to be on the bingo card, if you want to get a card and be a retail bingo shopper, the game is on. And I think it's pretty straightforward. We're trying to help everybody in our community have some fun, because we all need to still have fun, and also support our local retailers, our mom and pop shops that keep Santa Fe so special. Check it out. It's on the web. You can go to santafe.org/bingo. Okay. Meanwhile, back at COVID-19, I forgot to mention the Novid app. The Novid app, N-O-V-I-D, is an early warning system that you can download to your smartphone. It's anonymous, but it will tell you, the more of us who download this app, it will tell you as an early warning system if you're near somebody who's tested positive, remind you to keep your social distancing. It's a tool for doing contact tracing. So please download Novid, N-O-V-I-D. It's free, it's anonymous, it's part of our ongoing effort to tamp down and stop the spread of COVID-19. Big news today as far as helping our businesses in Santa Fe. You remember that the city and the county collaborated to get a grant from the federal or the state government as a pass-through from the federal government The window is open for small business and nonprofits to get a free grant. This isn't a loan. This is money you don't have to repay if you are struggling because of COVID-19. Funding is limited. There's not an unlimited amount of money, so it's on a first come, first serve basis. It starts today. The grant window is open. This is what the page looks like on the web. You can go to the city's website and track it down. This is CARES Act emergency money designed to support our local mom and pop shops, our retailers, our businesses. A one-time grant up to $15,000. So it's a serious help to local businesses. If you go to santafenm.gov, go to departments, go to economic development, there's a box at the top of the page to help you find your way to a small business and nonprofit stabilization grant, helping you make it through this tough time. Check it out. If you can't find it, call the mayor's office. Will help steer you to it. Make sure you are able to access this grant program. Other big news. Absentee voting in person is alive and well at the Community Convention Center, Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Not this coming Monday, which is Indigenous Peoples Day. We'll come up with that in a minute, reminding you of that. But if you want to vote today in person, absentee in-person voting has started. I got some statistics from the folks at the convention center. The first couple of days, there were almost 700 people making their way to the convention center both days to vote. Vote early. If you vote in person, you're able to confirm that your vote was registered. This is going to be a very important election. I don't have to tell anybody how many issues are on the ballot, how many important election slots there are. They're local, they're state, they're federal, and they all count. You can request an absentee ballot online until 5 p.m. Tuesday, October the 20th. So please do that. There is in-person same-day voter registration at the county clerk's office. Deadline, Saturday, October 31st. So it's not too late to register. Here's one thing about this election. It's a little different from some of the elections in the past. Historically, I think we've all been able to know that our vote would be counted. We all were able to know that the election results would be pretty much coming in that same night. And we all knew that there would be a safe and calm transition of power no matter the outcome. This year, emotions are running high and speculation is rampant about this election and how it will come out. I want to encourage everybody to stay calm. I want to encourage everybody to take a deep breath. Here in Santa Fe, we're going to play by the rules. We're going to do everything by the book. We're going to make sure your vote counts. The county clerk is in charge of the election here locally. She's on top of it. There will be a smooth and competently run election process. Please stay calm. As we approach the election, there may be demonstrations. That's fine. We always support peaceful demonstrations. The day of the election, there may be demonstrations. The day after the election, there may be demonstrations. But let's make sure that they are peaceful. Let's make sure they're respectful. And let's make sure that we nurture our democratic tradition here in Santa Fe. So as you prepare for this election, talk to your friends and neighbors. Make sure they vote. Every vote counts. Your voice counts. And make sure that you show up to vote or you have a plan to vote so you feel safe and that your vote will be counted. And after you voted, encourage others to do it. And remember that we're going to have a safe, competent, and professional election here in Santa Fe, and we will abide by the outcome. One other thing to remember, when we're talking about things where your voice matters, the census isn't done either. There still is time to have your voice heard in the census. You can fill it out by going to my2020census.gov. It is important that everybody registers their presence by filling out the questionnaire. We get money. It comes down to money. It comes down to representation. It comes down to the Constitution, which guarantees everybody who lives here has a right to be counted. So make sure that you are counted. Make sure that your census is filled out, and then be confident that you've been part of our community to have your voice heard. My2020census.gov. You can fill the questionnaire out online. A couple other things to brief you on that are really important. Saturday, 8 to 1 p.m., drive-through flu shot clinic at Christus St. Vincent at the main hospital, 455 St. Mike's. Be sure to go there, get your flu shot. The flu shot won't protect you from COVID-19, but it will help with the flu, and it'll help make sure that if you were to get either, the case will be much lighter. It's a way of reducing your vulnerability in this flu season. So a drive-through flu shot clinic, Christus St. Vincent, at the main hospital, 455 St. Mike's. Food Depot, another opportunity to help people. Tomorrow, 9 to 11, at the Santa Fe Place Mall. We thank the Santa Fe Place Mall once again for their generosity and civic responsibility in stepping up and letting the Food Depot use the Santa Fe Place Mall for a food distribution from 9 to 11. I was on a call earlier this morning with our friends where the Food Depot was featured from the Chamber of Commerce, a breakfast meeting. Really impressive work by the Food Depot. They did the Neighbor to Neighbor campaign, raised $170,000. Another testimony to just how civic-minded the people in our community are to look after and take care of each other. Thankful Thursday is a Food Depot program on October the 15th, a 4-to-1 match for Thankful Thursday. So check out the Food Depot website if you want to find out how to participate in Thankful Thursday, October the 15th, and be aware that all of the work we do to help and support the Food Depot helps people in Santa Fe who are dealing with the potential of food scarcity in their household and in their lives, in their families. We don't want anybody in Santa Fe to be hungry. This is a community where we take care of each other, we look after each other, we reach out to each other, and the Food Depot does an incredible job making that happen. So once again, if you need help, get help. The Food Depot has a distribution at the Santa Fe Place Mall tomorrow, 9 to 11. If you want to give help, go to the Food Depot website. Thankful Thursday, October the 15th, has a 4-to-1 match. Coming up on Monday is Indigenous Peoples Day. It's a city holiday. The city offices are closed, but there will be trash pickup as usual. It is a holiday that the council established 4 years ago and really recognizes the significant history, cultural role, the fact that we are really here on land that was the indigenous people's land from time immemorial, and the role of all of our tribes in contributing to the well-being and the depth of character, the depth of culture and tradition that is part of Santa Fe and northern New Mexico. There's a Motorama production on Monday at the Downs with, let's see, hoop dancers, contemporary dances, a blessing song, food and entertainment. Gates open at 3:30, close at 6:45, and then a film. Neither Wolf Nor Dog will show at 7 p.m. Tickets are for sale for $15 to celebrate Indigenous Peoples Day, sponsored by the Santa Fe Indian Center and Motorama. So that will be the celebration this year. Because of COVID-19, we want to have COVID-safe practices for everybody, but we also want to acknowledge, recognize, and celebrate Indigenous Peoples Day here in Santa Fe. That about wraps it up for today. I do want to remind you of the seriousness of the numbers we're seeing with COVID-19. The governor was spot on yesterday in reminding us that things are going the wrong way. The numbers are dangerous, they're alarming. We have to do our part. Each of us can make a difference. Each of us can be responsible, wear a face mask, use hand sanitizer, practice social distancing. The governor in her press conference also reminded us that the more trips we take to go out and run errands and be out and about, while it helps the economy and the weather's beautiful, there is a direct correlation between the number of miles we're out and the number of cases that are detected. So please, for the next week, 2 weeks, till we get these numbers back down, please, let's go back to that disciplined, tough-minded, focused approach that we had in the beginning. It's time to rein ourselves in, tighten down, break the back of COVID, keep healthy, keep safe, and remember that we are still in the middle of a public health emergency. So until I see you next week, thanks for watching and tuning in. Please take care of yourself and your family. Please take care of our community. Please, let's all take care of Santa Fe, this blessed place we get to call home. It is a gorgeous day in our city. It's a gorgeous season in Santa Fe. Let's enjoy it by staying healthy. Let's enjoy it by taking care of our community. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next week.